sword to the floor.
Hello everybody, what is up? My name's Kill Steam and I am back with another awesome Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies videos for you guys today. And in today's video, we're going to be breaking down this new intro cutscene that we got for Revelations. It explains almost everything in the zombie storyline. It mostly explains the origins ending scene. We know a whole thing now. I'll be explaining this in the whole video here. It's going to be a little bit long, but trust me, this will explain a lot to you about the zombie storyline of Call of Duty Black Ops Treyarch Zombies. So let's get right into the ultimate breakdown. Okay, so in the very first scene, first shot of this crazy trailer, we can see the house and the environment it is set in. It is set in within a perfect world, a perfect environment. It's separated from all the other corrupted universes out there, of the known and unknown universes out there, and it's separated from all the other worlds we have been traveling through, fighting off zombies, and the house is set in a perfect world, and that's why Richtofen, Takeo, Dempsey, and Nikolai are trying to get their 1.0 souls to put in the house, and they can preserve themselves as children inside of the house so they can be safe from all evil and be safe in the house. That's why the house is a very good part of the story, because it's a safe place. It's like a safe area, a safe room for everybody to be in. So in the very next scene right here, we can see our original four characters also playing with Samantha. Oh my god, that bitch. And yeah, we can just see all original four characters and Samantha just playing with toys and having a child fun moment. We can see Samantha on the right. Also, we can see Richtofen as Eddie, child version Richtofen on the right next to Samantha. We can see Takeo in the back, what looks like to be playing with an ascension rocket. And we can see on the left, we can see Nikolai and Dempsey. The first person on the left is Dempsey, child version of Dempsey, holding his older self as a toy version, and we can see Nikolai playing with a tank as a child version, and it just looks so freaking awesome because the characters have preserved themselves safe in the house, but then they hear the air siren go off, and that means stuff starts to get a little bad. So the next scene we have here is one of the best heartwarming moments we had in Zombie in a long time. So we see Max is looking at this interdimensional teleporting thing, and he sees Richtofen, Takeo, Dempsey, Nikolai all come out of this interdimensional traveling device, and Max sees Richtofen and he just hug because it's been a long time since they have seen each other, and Richtofen shows him the summoning key saying that we completed the plan. We collected all our 1.0 characters they are preserved in the house as children, and everything in the plan is complete and we're all safe in the house. But Maxis looks at the summoning key when Richtofen pulls it out, and Maxis looks in despair and in shock. And why would he do this? It's not because it's the first time he's seeing this, it's because he starts hearing these whispers. You can hear the whispers in the trailer, and then he shakes his head like the snap out of it, or whatever he sees in the summoning key. He just shakes his head to snap out of it, and he pulls out this axe, and then Dr. Monty is speaking. We finally destroyed that bloody machine or bloody contraption or something, and you see Richtofen hitting it with an axe. Max is pulling out plugs with it, and it's like electrocution everywhere, and it looks like an awesome scene because they're finally destroying everything that they're traveling through, everything, and they just want to be safe in the house and get done with all this crazy stuff. So they destroyed the interdimensional time thing, and then Maxis starts to get a little bit weird after his first experience seeing the summoning key. So now Maxis starts to hear voices and whispering sounds in his head, and he's just sitting down trying to enjoy a cup of coffee and reading a book, and all of a sudden he starts hearing these whispers and voices inside of his head, and it's all attracting him to the summoning key. So he opens the door to the basement to his lab, and he walks downstairs, and it's almost like the summoning key is pulling Maxis toward the summoning key. Like Maxis cannot help himself but to go to this ancient artifact, the most powerful object of all the universes, and it's pulling only Maxis toward the summoning key. So Maxis reaches his hand out uncontrollably to the summoning key. It starts to shake a little bit, and it goes in Maxis' hand all of a sudden, and bang, Maxis cannot control himself from touching it, and all of a sudden all this magical stuff starts to happen, and it looks like Maxis starts to disintegrate or something like that, and he goes, maybe Maxis is now stuck inside of the summoning key, but then the Shadow Man pops out of the summoning key, and bang bada boom, the person who catches the summoning key is the Shadow Man himself. He was released by Maxis, so I don't know if Maxis is totally gone forever. He probably is gone forever, everybody, but maybe he's still trapped inside the summoning key, just like the Shadow Man was. So now the Shadow Man is released, and shit's about to get real. So now I'm going to explain why Max was the only person attracted and hearing voices coming from the summoning key, and here we go. It's going to be a very, very in-depth explanation. I'll be explaining the Origins cutscene ending, so just bear with me here. So if we go back to the ending of the Origins Easter egg, there was a big portal that opened up. This big portal opened up, and all of a sudden you see the Maxis drone carrying Maxis's brain fly up in that big portal, and we do know Samantha's soul went in that big portal as well, and this big portal led to the house. The house is a safe place, a safe area, and I believe, and we believe, Dr. Monty created this area for like a safe area and a safe place. So Maxis's brain is at the house, and Samantha has her soul at the house. Remember, Maxis did not come to the house with a soul, so Dr. Monty could not make Maxis a child version. So Dr. Monty only had Maxis's brain. So Maxis's brain, Dr. Monty turned Maxis's brain into a physical character, and he made only an older Maxis at the house and not a child version Maxis. And Samantha, she got her child version there. Well, she's already a child, so she kept her original version there, and she didn't need another version of her. So after Samantha and Maxis is in the house safe, we have Richtofen going on a 2-year-long journey to go find the transit crew, and once he found the transit crew, he asked them to go look for this book called the Canorium. Now this book, the Canorium, held a lot of ancient secrets and also the location of the summoning key. So after the transit crew got a hold of the Canorium, they gave it to Richtofen, and Richtofen went to Shadows of Evil to get the summoning key, and then after that, Richtofen went to the Giant to go meet up with Tank Dempsey and Nikolai Blensky and Takio. So we do not know what Dempsey, Takio, and Nikolai did during the time where Richtofen took 2 years to find a Canorium and get the summoning key. We do not know what they did, but in the time span between the ending of the Origins Easter egg and where Richtofen wants to go find a Canorium, in between that time span, Richtofen sent his soul to the house with Samantha and Maxis. So we know Richtofen sent his soul to the house, and yeah. So after Richtofen got the summoning key from the ending of Shadows of Evil Easter egg, Richtofen went to the Giants to meet up with the other 3 original 4 characters, and after that, they killed Richtofen's 1.0 character, and after that, they went to Der Eisendrache to kill Dempsey's 1.0 character, and then they collected Dempsey's soul, and after that, they went to Zetsubu no Shima to collect Takio's 1.0 soul. And at the ending of Zetsubu no Shima Easter egg, there was a little period of time where we've seen our original 4 characters teleport back from somewhere, and then we've seen the 3 other characters, Dempsey, Nikolai, and Takio, come back with blood vials. Now, Richtofen already had blood vials, and we do know these blood vials situation thing is all connected somehow to Mob of the Dead. We're gonna find out how that's connected in the Revelations Easter egg, so we'll find out more on that. Okay, so now they're all going to Gorod Krovi. Our original 4 characters are going to Gorod Krovi. So after the Gorod Krovi Easter egg, they got Nikolai's 1.0 soul, and after that, they sent Dempsey, Takio, and Nikolai's soul up that big beam of light we seen at the ending of Gorod Krovi. So that means Dempsey, Takio, and Nikolai finally sent their souls to the house. And once they sent their souls to the house, their child versions popped up at the house. And now Samantha and Eddie, they have kind of 3 new playmates to play with their little toys, with their little game with, or something like that. So yeah, so Samantha and Eddie were already at the house, and now Takio, Dempsey, and Nikolai, their child versions, are at the house after they collected their 1.0 souls. So now Richtofen, Dempsey, Takio, and Nikolai, they now travel back through this interdimensional time travel machine to the house, and now we have the original 4 characters at the house. Dr. Monty's like a god figure, so Dr. Monty's everywhere. He doesn't need a soul to be at the house. Dr. Monty's almost like everywhere, and yeah, so you have Maxis at the house, but Maxis does not have a child version because Maxis does not have a soul. And we have our younger versions of the original 4 characters there, and also we have that one bitch Samantha there as well. So the reason I just explained to you guys the whole big Origins ending and all that crazy stuff is because of the reason why Maxis and only Maxis is being attracted to the summoning key, and that's why the summoning key is affecting only Maxis, because Maxis does not have a child version in the house, because Maxis does not have a soul in the house. So when you have a soul in the house, you're more safe than ever. That's why everybody needs souls in the house. So Maxis didn't have a soul, so he wasn't kind of technically safe like all the other people were. So that's why Maxis Max kept hearing these voices and whispers coming from Summoning Key, and that's why Max was only affected by the Summoning Key and nobody else was, because he doesn't have a soul in the house. So what the Shadow Man does is he just comes out, bursts through this fence for no apparent reason, and all of a sudden he just puts this massive blue orb in the sky. He puts his arms up and he just makes his blue orb pop up out of the sky. It's like a big explosion, and it's a big blue orb in the sky, and we see what this big blue orb looks like. And now you know the ending of yesterday's little teaser of the official trailer for Revelations. Now we know what that big blue orb was at the end. It's this big blue orb that the Shadow Man himself came outside, created it. So in the next scene right here, we see some kind of like floating rock of this building and stuff, and then we see this big glowing blue orb, and we see the Shadow Man standing in front of it. He looks back into the characters, and the characters look at Dr. Monty like, oh, we did all this, or our bad, I guess they say. And Dr. Monty says,
things have got way too far out of control. This isn't any vague woo evil. We're talking about the Apothecons, the most powerful and evil entities in all the existences that ever.
So the Apothecons are this little race of creatures that are in companionship with the Shadow Man, and they're beyond evil. These Apothecon creatures, they are the things beyond evil. They're more than evil. They're just very, very bad. So what these creatures are doing, they're pulling out energy or mass from this big glowing blue orb, and it looks like this glowing blue orb is 115 material, 115 source or energy, and there's different colors. We see a red one right there. We can see another red orb behind us, a little rock, and it looks like there is different colors of 115. There is the green 115 stuff. There is blue, like we see throughout Black Ops 3. There's also red. So there's different colors of 115, and it looks like the Shadow Man created these massive deposits of 115. And these Apothecon creatures, which are very bad, are sucking out energy and mass from this big 115 deposits, and they're opening little rips in time and space and spitting these 115 deposits into other worlds and universes. So what this is causing is all these worlds and universes are getting deposits at 115. So the Apothecons are putting 115 deposits into worlds and universes zombies are not even supposed to be in. But yeah, it's a really crazy story, and at the end we see Dr. Monty saying, well, this is a fucking shit show, and it's really crazy, so our characters are gonna have to stop these Apothecon creatures from sucking out these massive deposits of 115 and spitting them out into all these different worlds and universes that 115 is not even supposed to be into. So our original 4 characters, or older versions of the original 4 characters, have to protect the house, as you see in this last shot. Dr. Monty is saying, well, good luck out there, because you're fighting the evil beyond evil. This is the biggest fight of them all, and I can already bet you guys that the final boss fight is going to be against the man himself, the Shadow Man. And yeah, it looks like Dr. Monty is good, guys. It looks like he's a good person. It does not seem he's bad whatsoever. So yeah, hooray for Dr. Monty. He looks very good. So yeah, guys, we're going to be knowing out what happens in the very near future once Revelations gets released on September 6th. It's going to be crazy. We're going to be solving an Easter egg. This is going to be one of the massive Easter eggs of all time. And yeah, guys, this is going to be a really crazy map, because it looks like it's going to be a mixture of past zombies maps into one big map, and that's Revelations for you guys. We're going to be fighting the Shadow Man, the Apothecons, and all different types of zombies in all different types of zombies maps. It's going to be insane. Playable September 6th. First on PS4. It's also going to be playable at COD XP. So if you're going to COD XP, be sure to head down to that DLC 4 booth for Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and start to play Revelations. It's going to be crazy. And yeah, guys, everybody, I'll be seeing you in the next one. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. And peace out, everyone.
Now, I can understand your initial shock coming face to face with Maxis, especially after so long.